Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are cracking the code on how to launch your very first indie mobile game and, well, turn that passion project into a real success.
So, let's just get right into it. You've spent months, maybe years, pouring everything into this amazing physics puzzle game. Every little detail is perfect. But here's the reality check. Building the game? That was just level 1. The real final boss is getting people to actually play it.
Look, if you're an indie dev, the whole marketing thing can feel overwhelming, right? But don't you worry. In this explainer, we're giving you the winning formula. This is your clear, step-by-step playbook to make your launch a huge success, even on a tight budget.
We've broken it all down into 4 parts. First, we'll cover laying the foundation. Then, we'll jump into your paid ad playbook. After that, we'll reveal the secret sauce, which is all about optimization. And finally, we'll wrap it up with the launch and beyond.
All right, let's start with Pillar 1, laying the foundation. Seriously, before you spend a single dime on an ad, you have to get these fundamentals right. These are the free, make-or-break steps that get you ready for prime time.
And that all starts with something called App Store Optimization, or ASO. The easiest way to think about it, it's basically SEO, but for the app stores. It is an absolute non-negotiable because when you get it right, players find you organically, for free.
So what does that actually look like? Well, you need to bake keywords right into your game's title, something like physics puzzle, block balance. Then you got to do your homework and find out what words players are actually searching for. And, of course, your icon and your screenshots, they have to be so good they practically grab you by the collar and say, you have to play this.
And this right here, this is the perfect example of how powerful a clean icon is. Just look at these. Not a single word on them. They're all simple, they're memorable, and they tell you what the app is about instantly. Your icon is your first impression. You gotta make it count.
Okay, you've got a 2-month window to launch, which is perfect. That means starting a pre-registration campaign is an absolute must-do. This is how you build that initial buzz and get a line of players waiting at the virtual door on day 1. Pro tip, offer some exclusive rewards for signing up early. It works.
All right, now for the main event, the part you've all been waiting for. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of your paid ad playbook for Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and how you're going to get tons of players for that awesome physics puzzler. Now, the first rule of ad spending is don't put all your eggs in one basket. You have to diversify. For a super visual game like a physics puzzler, Meta, Facebook and Instagram, and especially TikTok are going to be your best friends. They are built for this stuff.
And when you're making those ads, you need to know that video is king. As one smart developer pointed out on Reddit, those first 5 seconds are absolutely everything. That's the whole ballgame. That's your one shot to stop the scroll and hook them in.
So what do you show in those precious first 5 seconds? Pure, unfiltered gameplay. For your game, that means showing off those super satisfying block balancing moments. Show the craziest saves, the coolest collapses, that aha moment. Don't just tell people your game is fun, show them. Now, if you want to take your ads to the next level, you have to look at playable ads. These things are a total game changer. They're like a tiny interactive demo of your game baked right into the ad itself. People can actually play a mini level before they even decide to download. And this is exactly why they work so well. This user nails it. It lets people feel the game. Think about it. It completely removes the risk of downloading. They already know they like it. It's one of the most powerful ad formats you can use, period.
All right, let's talk about stretching that limited budget. One of the best ways to do that? Influencers. These creators can get your game in front of their dedicated communities, generating the kind of authentic buzz and trust that you just can't buy with a normal ad.
But here's where you gotta be smart. It's tempting to go for the big names, right? But for an indie budget, the smart money is on smaller creators or micro-influencers. Their audiences are often way more engaged and super passionate about specific genres, like puzzle games. You get way more bang for your buck.
Okay, let's get into our third and final pillar. And honestly, this is the secret sauce. This is what separates the hit games from the ones that disappear. It's all about using data to make your small budget punch way above its weight.
First things first, you have to know your numbers. And that starts with CPI, or cost per install. It's super simple. How much money does it cost you in ads to get one single person to download your game? You need to know this number.
The other side of that coin is LTV, or lifetime value. This is the total amount of money you expect to make from that one player over the entire time they play your game, whether that's from ads or in-app purchases. This is how much a player is worth to you.
And that brings us to the golden rule of mobile game marketing. You ready? Your cost per install must be less than your lifetime value. I'll say it again. CPI has to be less than LTV. If you're paying more to get a player than you'll ever make from them, well, you don't have a business.
So how do you make your numbers better? You use the ultimate marketing cheat code, A/B testing. Instead of guessing what works, you test it. Run 2 versions of an ad with just one tiny difference, like a different video, and let the data tell you which one is the winner. No more guesswork.
So there you have it. That's the playbook. Let's bring it all home and put this winning formula together.
Let's just boil it all down, shall we? A successful launch isn't magic, it's a formula. You need a solid foundation with great ASO, a killer ad playbook with amazing creative, and relentless, data-driven optimization. You nail those 3 things, and you are on your way to a hit game.
But you gotta remember, the launch is just day one. It's just a beginning. Getting all those downloads is great, but the real win? That's turning those players into a true community that loves your game and sticks around for the long haul. So the question I'll leave you with is, how are you going to do that?